You're tuned in to the Connection Podcast, connecting you each week to successful entrepreneurs and marketing experts that provide informational, inspirational, and motivational success stories in the world of digital marketing. Yo, hello everyone. It's been a long time. Once again, my name is Alex, and this is the Connection Podcast. Today, my guest is Mandy Lindquist from the California Rodeo Salinas. Mandy, thanks for being with me again.
Thanks for having me.
2 years ago, Mandy was a guest on this show. The podcast was rolling in full steam, and year after year, we had been doing a live stream out at the rodeo. To do that job, we have to take apart the studio, put it back together, take it apart. Started a few other projects. 2020 came. The podcast hadn't really caught any steam. We really just have been so busy with a lot of live streams throughout the last year that we haven't put this thing back together, until late 2020. Welcome to our new studio. What do you think?
It's awesome.
Yeah. It's a little bigger than it was before, right?
Yes.
Episode number 16, scroll down, and Mandy was one of our last guests on the show. And so I thought, what better way to revamp the Connection Podcast than to have Mandy right back, also with an exciting week ahead of us. Yeah?
Absolutely. I'm excited to have something to talk about. It would have been pretty boring last year.
We had to cancel it last year, but I'm sure rolling right into this week has been pretty crazy, huh?
Absolutely. I mean, we didn't really get the go-ahead on large outdoor events until June 15th. So trying to cram all of this into basically 3 months has been a challenge, but one we were willing to accept to make it happen for this community, for our event. It's 111 years of tradition, so it's a big deal, and we're excited.
With 111 years, and I'm wearing my rodeo hat here today, 1911, and here we are, 2021. Did you guys also count last year, even missing 1 year?
Yes, there were also a few years in the past that it didn't happen, so basically it's just since the beginning.
Gotcha.
It's the anniversary, if you will, not necessarily the number of rodeos.
Tell us some of our guests and some of our non-rodeo listeners, how big California or Salinas Rodeo is just in the rodeo industry.
I'm glad that you asked. I feel like I need to do a better job, as the marketing manager and PR person on this. I grew up here. I didn't know a lot of the stats until I started working at the rodeo. It is the largest rodeo in California, and we are number 10 in the United States. And everybody's like, oh, number 10. Well, there are over 600 professional rodeos. So that's something that we should all be very proud of, something that definitely puts Salinas on the map, and something that we need to talk about more often.
Yes, very much so. And you say putting it on the map. And when I think back to, again, 1911 and or is probably some of the photos I'm seeing are 1920 or some of the like war era photography. I think about the historic Old Town Salinas photos that you see with the parades walking underneath the Salinas signs and things like that, which leads us right into this weekend having the Kitty Capers Parade. Tell us how cool that's going to be for some people to get photos under the brand new Salinas sign in Old Town this weekend. Not this weekend, next weekend, you'll have the horse parades rolling through there, which should give people some of those iconic photos in this era, huh?
Absolutely. It is really nostalgic. This is the 90th anniversary of the Kitty Capers Parade. So there are generations of children that have been participating, now adults that are so excited to watch their grandchildren and other people walk in the parade. So it is something, that stirs up fond memories. People come out to watch, and the Kitty Capers Parade, that is this Sunday at 3 p.m. down in Salinas City Center. Starts at the Recreation Center. There's no registration required. It's free. So it's something that we just encourage everybody to come participate in.
That's super awesome. And I hear you're taking your kids year after year. Of course, they're going to participate. And do we get a sneak listen of what they're going to look like, dress like?
Sure. So I'm good friends. Our president is Dave Pedrazzi this year. And thank goodness he gets to have one rodeo. He was supposed to have two. And I'm good friends with his daughters, and we're actually putting together a group of little cowboys and cowgirls that'll be wearing red, white, and blue, and it's President Pedrazzi's posse. So we're going to be out there on Sunday with our patriotic spirit. And yeah, I haven't always done it with my kids. They're 9 and almost 7. It's usually so busy and other things, but we would watch the parades. But they're excited to participate. And I just hear a lot of people talking about it, that it is something that they've done all their life and now their kids are doing it. And that's really cool.
Very, very cool. Very cool. Trying to convince my wife to say let's get the kids to go
do it.
come out. We got a 4-year-old and a 1.5-year-old little boy, but it's definitely something I want to get them rolling in and be part of that yearly tradition with you
Right.
guys.
Well, you can pull them in a wagon if they're too little to walk. Community groups put together floats. There's bands, cheerleaders. There's all these different sections. They can rollerblade or ride bikes. There's a rolling section. You do have to have helmets if you're on anything rolling.
Anything wheels.
Right. But it's just great because you can either plan for months and make something really big, or you just show up and participate. So it's kind of something for everybody.
Very, very cool. Tell us a little bit about the horse parade. So the Como Parade is not happening right after the Kitty Capers this year, but throughout the 4 days of rodeo and the weekend, they'll be able to see the horses walking through Old Town, right?
Yes, that's another big tradition, and I love those old photos too. So we do 2 parades on Thursday and Friday that start on East Alisal Street and go to the rodeo grounds, and then they participate in the grand entry. And then the big ones that we've always had from Old Town Salinas starting at 11:30 to the rodeo grounds on Saturday and Sunday. And we get mounted sheriff posse groups and all kinds of different people that come and participate. It's their tradition. It's great. Our fans get to see everybody roll through on the track before the rodeo actually starts. And just another huge tradition. And we're thankful that we're able to have it this year.
Yeah, very awesome. Questions that I get are, the question I've been getting is, am I able to see the horse parade and still make it in time for the grand entrance?
You definitely should be able to, especially if you go towards the start of the parade, because it starts at 11:30 and the actual rodeo doesn't start till 1:15 on Saturday and Sunday.
Awesome. Over the years, you also have brought some really big, awesome artists to the rodeo. And this year, again, with all the craziness that's going on, you haven't been able to do the concert. How about the golf tournament, things like that? Anything you want to share with our listeners?
Yeah, certain things were harder than others to revamp under these circumstances. The concert, for instance, we have a number that we need to hit. And at the time of rebooking everything, the artists were nervous about the regulations in California. We were nervous about being able to have enough people to make the concert worthwhile. So we did postpone it. It technically was never canceled. It's just been postponed twice. Okay. So Toby Keith will be here next July. But that's definitely something we're always talking about. Then who are we going to get after that? That's been a really successful thing that the community has completely supported and loved. I mean, we had Aerosmith, we had Blake Shelton. It's been really fun for me to be a part of that. And then also to, provide the excellent music to the community.
Yeah. I know being at the concerts is awesome. Salinas loves it. And we're excited for Toby Keith to be here next year.
Yeah, and so people that have their tickets, those are still good, and we will be selling additional tickets probably starting early next year. In the midst of all of this, we did provide some refunds, and we changed ticket providers, so we're going to ramp that back up after we're all done with these events.
Excellent. Moving right into Wednesday, which is just 5 days away.
Yes.
You're excited, you're nervous. Also, it's on Wednesday. Wednesday is PBR again, and I get people knocking on my door. And by the way, share this video. Make sure you're clicking like on this video. At the end of during the week, I'm going to be giving away a lot of tickets, a boatload of grandstand tickets. Thank you, Mandy. We'll be giving away a handful of these. We haven't quite figured out how the click, like, share, and voting who wins, but I'm definitely going to put them into I put names in a hat, pull them out. You've won tickets. People are calling me on the phone and saying, hey, thank you so much. Yeah. But PBR tickets are not included. That's a totally different event. And tell us more about how exciting, again, 5 days away, PBR.
So that's our professional bull riding. It's not PBR beer for those of you that might be confused. We've been doing that for over 20 years. And it is a sellout event on a Wednesday night. We expect tickets to probably sell out by Monday. I know the box seats are already sold out. So if you intend to go, grab your grandstand seats. Nonstop bull riding action, and it's fun to watch. The professional bull riders, they're on TV all the time. This isn't the top level, but it's still great competition to watch. Again, sells out every year, And we're excited to kick off our week with that on Wednesday night.
And it is an exciting kickoff. I know it is because it does, like, I mean, the grandstands and every seat is completely full to see, people love the bull riding, And what I love about it, it's really pulled up close onto the track, right?
Right. So that does make it unique. And it's a separate circuit. That's why it is a separate event from the rodeo. We just do it the night before. But yeah, the arena is set up right on the track. So it's really close to the main grandstand. So it makes you feel like you're kind of a part of the action.
Yeah, it really does. It's an incredible experience just to be up there and to see them. Guys are just, they're wild. Yeah, it's quite amazing what they put their bodies through.
Totally.
But at the end of that 8-second ride that they have, them not even being on the, not being a rider, just being a spectator, you're so pumped for them. It's such a great event, and I would just encourage anybody to definitely go out and buy their tickets for that. Absolutely.
Totally.
But that leads you into the next 4 days. Tell us about how we did miss a year, but this is I've been super excited for 4 days of rodeo. Here we go, right? Starting on Thursday.
Yep, Thursday. So we have 2 night and 2 day performances. People sometimes show up later on Saturday and think the performance is at night, but it's 6 o'clock on Thursday, Friday, 1:15 on Saturday and Sunday, and it's 4 days of complete rodeo action plus our track, which kind of makes us like a touring circus, but it's awesome because nonstop entertainment. So Thursday, well, I'll talk a little bit about the theme days in a minute, but what's really special and unique about this year is that we are the Pro Rodeo Tour finale. Yeah. So as most locals know, we're typically held in July. We did postpone this year, and we're asked to be the Pro Rodeo Tour finale. That means that we are the last rodeo before the Wrangler National Finals rodeo in December. So if you're thinking football, it's like the last playoff game before the Super Bowl. Nice. And the contestants, fewer contestants because it's the top in each event, but they're competing for almost $1 million. They will win a saddle and 2 belt buckles at the end of it. And the format will look largely the same Thursday, Friday, Saturday, with competitors pretty much the same number in each event. And then on Sunday, it's a shootout format. So the top 8 from the 3 previous days come back. They compete in a full rodeo. So Sunday's almost going to be like 2 rodeos in a row. 8 contestants, and then it goes to 4 with a clean slate, and one of those 4 in each event will be the winner. So it's going to be really exciting, something we've never done before, the largest purse in our history, and we're very excited to host it. We'll also be televised nationally on the Cowboy Channel, every performance. So if you're watching this and you live far away and can't make it out here in time, you can watch it on TV, which is another exciting thing for us.
That's super exciting to watch it live if you're not able to make it down. But explain something for, again, some of our listeners, and even for like myself, somebody who's not an everyday rodeo for us, which is something you could elaborate on it a little later in this talk. But one of the things that people don't have that understanding of, and again, they're hearing that this is the finale. They're seeing again on Wednesday the bull riding, but then at the events they see roping, they see bronc riding, they see bull riding, but sometimes from those grandstands, unless they're really paying attention to the names, they don't necessarily see how those contestants are and where they're participating. Does that make sense? How that rodeo, how does it work inside of that arena?
Right. So I think there are qualifying events still happening this weekend, but then we will have our contestant list hopefully on Tuesday. You can go to prorodeo.com and see who some of the top people are now that most likely will be competing at our event. But yeah, the cool thing, and we do get a lot of questions about this, like Wednesday's only bull riding, but the rodeo itself, and we say rodeo, ours is the California rodeo because of the Spanish word that means to round up is rodear. So that's our nod to Spanish heritage, but it is a rodeo. That's the sport that all the contestants compete in. We do have team roping, steer wrestling, tie-down roping, all the traditional events of a rodeo. So that's what's happening in the arena. And then on the track, closer to the grandstands, we have, the mutton busting where the kids ride the sheep. Yeah. That filled up this year. Awesome. We have a special cutting event on Thursday that's in memory of the president's wife who passed away from cancer, and Thursday's Tough Enough to Wear Pink night. Awesome. So sorry, there's so much I can like touch on and keep rolling on, but yeah, we do have descriptions and different things on our website too for people to learn more. Sure. And we try to make sure, and our announcers do a great job, that they're explaining the rules of the event and what the point is. You know, the riders are trying to get the highest scores, and the timed event, they want the fastest time, you know, things like that. So even if it's your first rodeo, come on out. You know, we'll do your best to make you a big fan with lots of knowledge, and we're sure that you'll come back the next year.
When I'm on Instagram and I'm looking at other rodeos around the country, you know, you're seeing a quick, you know, bronc ride or a bull ride, and you're seeing their arena from a large, right, from a wide angle. Mm-hmm. And again, and I've been actually to Cody, Wyoming, to rodeo there. That was just amazing. But you're right; those events that happen on the track here at the Salinas Rodeo is really exciting, because you'll have a barrel racer flying down the track, and seconds later, here comes a bull rider out of the chute, right?
Right.
And you don't get that experience at other rodeos. From what I my own experiences and knowledge.
Yeah, there are only a few that have a similar setup. One really cool thing though is the instant replay screen, which was added probably 16 or 17 years ago, and so that brought us up in the technology department and brings the action closer. You can see the cowboys climbing onto the bull in the chute and all the things, so you get that experience too.
You feel really part of the action. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's just it's such a fun event, and I encourage everybody to go out and or try to win some free tickets, but definitely go out and purchase your tickets right now at the box office, right?
Yes, our ticket office is open even this Saturday 10 to 6. You do want to get your tickets quickly, because starting on Monday, the 20th, they go up $5 per ticket. Yep. Not online, but in person. So either order your tickets before that, walk up and get them, or order online to save that money. And we do now have the scanning option or print at home option, so you don't have to go to the ticket office to retrieve those tickets.
I like that. Awesome. You know, I just going to touch real quick back about, you mentioned about this year they're going to win 2 buckles. And when I speak to the contestants, you know, and everybody's there to win the Salinas Rodeo buckle, that is just such a prestigious prize to win for these contestants. That's what they come for. That's what I hear they come for. Everybody wants one of those buckles. Even if you're not even if you're not a contestant, everybody wants a buckle. I'm sure you guys have people that, how do I get one, right?
Right.
You got to win those, right?
Exactly. Our championship buckles are very distinct. We keep the quality high. The font's very recognizable. It is a huge tradition, something we are very proud of, because the contestants all do want to win those. So we are giving those this year, even though it's the Pro Rodeo Tour finale, because the PRCA is also providing a buckle to them. But we wanted them to have the Salinas buckle. Yeah, and then we do sell souvenir buckles, commemorative each year, that aren't exactly like the championship buckles, but they're still really cool, and they sell out every year. And then while I'm talking about that, we are going to have some really cool souvenirs in our tent this year. We do have a new web store online, but that will be shut down during the week of the rodeo just for inventory purposes. Yep. So you can go to the souvenir tent during the rodeo and get your sweatshirt, your jacket, your hat.
Cool. Yeah.
There'll be new hats.
Yeah, your new hats, and new hats are cool. Mm-hmm. I've already seen some of them, but I'm going to pick a new one up myself. Yeah. But go ahead.
And you can also get the buckle there, the souvenir buckle there.
I like it. And I like to hear that you could buy them online too. It's that's been probably a pretty hot ticket over the last year, huh?
Well, we just launched it. We were working on it the whole time. But yeah, we know that other rodeos have had success with it. We know that there's demand. You know, people all over the U.S. want to have a little piece of the California rodeo and sport their love for it. So we're ramping that up. I
like it. And tell us, for the parents out there, they can bring their kids out. Plenty to do for all ages, right?
So many kids activities. We already talked about the Kitty Capers Parade, which is on Sunday. During the actual event, we have the Mcdonald's Kids Corral, which is a place where kids can go in and do projects and make things and just learn about rodeo and activities to keep them busy. So if they don't want to sit in the grandstand the whole time, you can take them down to the kids corral. We also have a stick horse race on Thursday night. You don't have to pre-register, just show up at 4 p.m. on Thursday before the show. They run the preliminaries at 4:30, and then the top racers get to race in the rodeo that night in the performance.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So lots of stuff. I actually just had sent a press release about all the kids things yesterday. So all of that's also listed on our website. They love the parades. A lot. We have a mascot dude, giant cowboy hat. So you can take photos with him. He'll also be in the Kitty Capers parade, and he'll be at the rodeo each day. We have Western actors that come and do rope tricks. And so our gates open early before each show. They open at 4 o'clock on Thursday and Friday and 10 o'clock on Saturday, Sunday. So come early. You can eat. You can enjoy the entertainment. Make a full day of it.
Tell us a little bit more about those that are not able to come out. This year, I've heard that Cowboy TV, is it?
The Cowboy Channel?
The Cowboy Channel. I'm sorry. Is it the Cowboy Channel? And they're a nationally televised TV station that they can tune in. Tell people more about how exciting that is to be live this year because of the big finale event.
It's the first time that we've truly been live. There has been television before, but it was a delayed broadcast. So it is very exciting. It's they've had 100 rodeos in 100 days. We're the 100th one. So people have been building up to watch it. But yeah, it's part of the rural media group. They love rodeo. So they're broadcasting rodeos all over the country on the Cowboy Channel. And they also have an app, the Cowboy Channel Plus, where you can stream as well and see their news channel, Western Sports Roundup, their news show, things like that. So yeah, we're really excited and gearing up for that. There's a lot of planning and details that we're still working on, but it's going to be great.
Awesome. And one event that I actually missed on my notes to chat about is the women's Breakaway event. This is the first time ever you guys are this is taking place in the arena, right?
Yes. So that's another exciting thing this year. It's a really fast event. It'll take place right after the tie-down roping because it's a similar setup, but the ladies don't jump off their horse and tie the calf. What they do is they rope it around the neck, and there's their ropes attached to their saddle horn, and when it pops, because they stop their horse after they rope it, that's their time. So it's really quick. It will take place in the arena. It's another opportunity for women to compete in pro rodeo along with the barrel racing, which is always a fan favorite.
It's awesome. Looking forward to that. Anything else you want to talk about? Actually, we also have our Hall of Fame. Our Hall of Fame event happening this year as well, right?
Yes. So the California Rodeo started our Hall of Fame in 2010 because we had 100 years of people, contributors, livestock to honor that helped us to get where we are today. So this year we do have an induction. We weren't able to do that last year. We're inducting Barbara Ballantyne, who was staff for a long time, and she's a legend in the industry. Joe Bumgarner, who was a bullfighter at our event for 18 years, also a legend, and Bill Martinelli, who was a saddle bronc rider from Oakdale, California. So I know he's passed, but his family members are coming over to accept the award. We do a luncheon on Thursday, the 23rd at 11:30 on our director's patio, and that's where they receive their trophies. And then while you're at the rodeo, we have a whole wall of fame that houses the bronze plaques with all the inductees from over the years. So that's something to check out. It's near the back door of the museum. So after you look at the plaques, please go check out our Heritage Museum. Yeah. It's a hidden gem. Yeah. There are some awesome things in there. The ladies on that committee do a wonderful job. So that's something you should go see. It's included with your ticket. Yeah. Just take a few minutes to go check that out.
Most people don't go check out that museum. And I can tell you, I love walking through there. I mean, the history is really amazing to just experience. I mean, so I encourage everybody as well. Go through the museum. Take 5 minutes, 10 minutes, and it's well worth it. You learn so much as well. You know, Mandy, I think people overlooked Thursday night, Tough Enough to Wear Pink night message. I think people overlook the ag night, Friday night, and Military Day on Saturday. So to explain those days to us and how people should present themselves on those days.
Sure. So Wrangler Tough Enough to Wear Pink is a national program, but the really cool thing is they implement it locally at rodeos, and we get to choose a local partner to benefit. So Thursday night's Tough Enough to Wear Pink. Wear your pink shirt, your pink hat, your pink whatever, and show your support. And $1 from the tickets sold that night will go to the Comprehensive Cancer Center at Salinas Valley Memorial Healthcare System.
Awesome.
And you'll see competitors wearing pink. We have cancer survivors who let the doves out during the grand entry that day. So that'll be great. Friday night, we call Fight Hunger Night, and it's the most unusual fundraiser you would ever see at a rodeo. We have giant mascots from produce companies who race. We do a produce mascot race on our track. Definitely come out for that, because I don't think you'll see it at any other rodeo, like I said. And the produce companies that enter pay an entry fee, and that is donated to Ag Against Hunger. And we've raised over $95,000 in 10 years. Awesome. And Ag Against Hunger provides fresh produce to food banks. Yeah. So that's really cool. And that's a local organization. And then Saturday is our Wrangler National Patriot Day salute to military. And wear your red, white, and blue. Veterans and active military gain free entry into the rodeo.
Awesome.
Our partner in that is the Monterey Bay Veterans, which is a local nonprofit that reacclimates wounded warriors and veterans by taking them fishing.
Nice.
They even have a dive boat that can accommodate quadriplegics, so they can go scuba diving, which when they launched that thing, that ceremony was amazing. They're doing great work. So they're out there. And then Sunday is our Champions Day, but also Man Up Crusade Day. And that is to raise awareness for domestic violence. And the color associated with that program is purple. Yes. So we're purple. Our partner in that is the YWCA of Monterey County that has shelters and does a lot of great work in the community. They'll be out there. They'll be selling raffle tickets for a Man Up Crusade belt buckle. So that's how you can help contribute to the funds there. And then I should mention Saturday, we're doing a couple of really special tributes in the grand entry for public safety. And during the fall of the giant American flag, we have Guido that comes every year and parachutes out with a giant American flag on Saturday and Sunday. We'll be doing a tribute to the 13 service members lost in Kabul. So I encourage everybody to please come out early. We try to do special and unique recognition for things in our community or things that are happening. So that'll be ongoing during the 4 days.
I like it. It's, every day is unique. So buy not just 1 day ticket, buy 4
That's
tickets.
right. We want you to come every day.
Make it a weekend experience, a full weekend experience, right?
Right.
I love it. You know, Mandy, I want to, before we end this, this is a little bit of a marketing, talk as well.
Yeah.
How has marketing been? How have been some of your challenges over the last year and a half, and bringing it all back together? You mind talking just a bit about how that's been going for you?
For sure. So it was really strange to not be able to really do any marketing. In 2020, we did do a couple community events. We did a drive-through bumper sticker pickup. We're known for our bumper stickers locally. We wanted the community to know we were still here. We couldn't wait for the next event. We did a couple drive-through barbecues, which were also successful and nice to kind of see everybody at a time when you couldn't host big events. But yeah, as far as marketing and choosing, obviously positive attitude this year. Everybody was excited for things to move forward, and we chose the theme Ready to Rodeo because everyone's excited for it, So, and other than that, we've been focusing just a little more local. We didn't know until June 15th, like I said, how big our event was going to be able to be. Yeah. So that has been a challenge, just trying, you created the commercials and everything. We had to ramp everything up in a hurry when we knew that we had to go. So it's just been, you have to be flexible. You have to be ready to pivot and make some decisions on the fly and hope that it's the right thing. Yes. But so far, we've been very lucky. I know ticket sales are up every day except for Thursday. And being in the fall, we are competing, with high school football. It's a school night. Yes. So we'll see how Thursday goes. But we do also, I forgot to mention, we do have a promotion that day which day of you can bring a Coca-Cola can or bottle to the box office and you get in for $5. And that on the day of will save an adult $20.
Wow.
So that's, we're trying to do some special things for Thursday, get people out there, in addition to the $1 to Memorial Hospital. But yeah, I think the biggest thing and for everyone is just be flexible. And one of the silver linings is that everybody's had to be flexible. So everybody's really understanding when things might not go exactly as you plan.
Yeah. What has been some of your biggest marketing tools? You've been mostly on social. Go ahead.
Social media has been a big focus this year. You can kind of control, where your ads are going and things. We always do those huge yellow 4x8 signs. So we did those this year because there were still people in the community that didn't realize that we changed the dates or that it was happening, that our bumper stickers are something that we're known for. We've printed 4 bumper stickers over the past 2 years.
I got a good picture of those in your office.
Right?
That was really cool.
Right.
No, it was not cool, but
now it's cool.
But now it's cool. You're like, hey, wait a minute. There was 4 stickers for the last 2 years or a year and a half.
Yeah, we had printed the July 2020, then we postponed to October 2020 and had to cancel that. And then July 21 and postponed to September. So that's been interesting. But you just, at some point, you kind of just start laughing about it and figure it is what it is. Yeah. And we're excited for September 23rd through 26th.
We're excited too. And again, we want to encourage everybody to come out because like you said, like the $1 on Thursday goes to SVMH. Before we do go, tell everybody how the Rodeo continues to give back to the community. And you guys are, a lot of people may not also know that, but you're a nonprofit, right?
Yep. Well, we're not for profit. And we do, in a good year in 2019, we gave back over $530,000 to either local nonprofits or other Western-related organizations. We do support junior rodeo, college rodeo, the future contestants for our event. But we have, in order to put on our event, I didn't mention, we have 1,400 volunteers.
Oh, yeah.
We have over 70 committees. And then in addition to the volunteers, local nonprofits come out and help people find their seats in the grandstands, help people park their cars. They'll sell food and different tasks that help us to put on the event, and then they earn money for their organization. So there's youth sports and Boy Scouts and cheerleaders and just, so many groups, Rotary clubs that come out and help to make the event happen. And we're thankful for that. And we, I love that I'm staff at the Rodeo and I get to go to work every day at a place that gives back to our community. And not everybody can say that. So it's really, really special.
Well, I can tell you that's a big reason why we continue to love the Rodeo as well, because for me, it's just an amazing thing to see community giving back to community, and that's how communities thrive, right?
Absolutely. And this community is spectacular. We have over 200 sponsors. The agriculture industry here is so supportive. And if we were somewhere else, I don't think it would be as great just because, the sponsor support, the community support. Your community is only as good as the people that are in it. And this one is fabulous. We're lucky.
That's beautiful. And that's a great way to end it. Another great chat, Mandy. Thank you so much for being here with me today and with us. And thank you for having us as being a part of the California Rodeo Salinas.
Well, thank you very much.
And we are going to be giving away some tickets. Don't know how yet, but make sure you continue to smash the like button, subscribe to us, and follow us on Instagram. But not just us. Go follow CA Rodeo Salinas. Instagram, on Facebook, and Twitter, and all of those things. And again, we'll see you at the Rodeo.
Sounds good. Thanks.
Bye.
Bye.